Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Tokyo Xanadu. We are of course at our high school just before we basically divided the teams for our investigation. So today we're gonna start off with just talking to everyone in the school and then we go to the location that we need to investigate and need to check out. And I think, yes, it's Horacho. That's where we need to be. Alright, let's get started. Oh, I wonder if Mr. Psyche truly is behind all of this. I guess that's what we intend to find out. Anyway, do your best everyone. I'll still here and serve as your backup. Yeah, we're counting on you. Leave it to us. Kou, Shuri is resting today, so I'll say it in her place. Don't overdo it and hurry back. Oh, it's not just a childhood friend, but you've also got a cousin. Oh, cut it out. I understand, Toa. I'll be sure to come back safely. Good, you better. It looks like the other team has already started. I'll work from here as your support. Don't push yourself too hard. Just get it done quickly and come back. Well, we'll get it done. I can't promise it will be quickly though. Because I do have an intent to talk to everyone. Alright, of course we are in the Annex building on the second floor. To the same principle that we normally do. Books can be quite heavy, no? And that's because every author pours their feelings into their pages. Dreams, hopes, frustrations. That's why we should take great care when reading them. Alright. See if we find anything shiny, which would be an indicator for a new book somewhere. Because all the books will always be there, we know that. It's just when a new one gets there, they get highlighted. And it's not that we need a lot more wisdom, but every little bit counts. Organizing all of those books looked troubled, so I offered to assist. Apparently Mr. Psyche showed up occasionally to help, as I learned when I asked. It may be wise to follow his example. In this and my partner search as well. Good intent, but each of you have different, what so we call it, like qualities that are not the same. So doing the same thing may not get you the same result. Regardless of that, it is always nice to help other people, because people do notice that. I will definitely make my next marriage interview a success. To that end, I should utilize Mrs. Psyche's style. Ever since I started helping the film club, I've regained my ability to write novels. I think I should be able to write something even better than my last work now. I wonder how the movie will turn out. I'm excited to see it. Me too, and I'm hoping that we get to be a part of that. Ah, Tokisaka, you have impeccable timing. Do you have a minute? Sure, what's up? You've been reading a lot as of late, correct? Word around the campfire is that you've been going outside of what we have in the library. Kind of? I've come across a bunch of books that have piqued my curiosity as of late. That's music to my ears. Reading books will fill not only your mind, but your soul as well. I've been giving students with a bibliophile pen small presents to encourage their reading habits. Here you are. Please, take this. Ooh, Kusanagi. Does it mean that I've read all the books that I can read up until this point? It does start to feel like we are heading towards the end of the game, even though I do think we're gonna get at least one more chapter. Based upon the skateboard park. That's the only hint I had. An element for a soul device? Miss Komachi, this is... Isn't it pretty? I found this on the trail when I was hiking last weekend. I don't think it's a precious jewel or anything, but I want you to have it. I can't believe she just randomly tripped over an element. Well, if you insist, I'll gladly take it off your hands. Miss Komachi? Yes, what's wrong? You like to hike, huh? I assume it has nothing to do with wanting to accidentally run into Mr. Gorou? Oh, it's an adult thing, you wouldn't understand. I think it is, because Mr. Gorou likes that as well. And in some levels, she's right, it's an adult thing. Oh, isn't Shuri at home today because of a cold? Now that I think about it, she did seem rather out of it yesterday. Perhaps it's a fever. Oh, I hope she gets better soon. I hope that too. Ah, it's a safe assumption to call what happened at Memorial Park a complete mystery. I've heard liquid nitrogen suggested, but to instantly freeze a lake of that size? Impossible! Which means the explanation may be beyond what us normal people can comprehend. Ah, very interesting. Chemistry and science are so fascinating. Regardless of the formula I try, I can only confirm that none would freeze it so fully. Very interesting. Chemistry and science are so fascinating. They truly are. But sometimes certain things are not in the realm of science. At least not as far as we know. Well, I tried out the new pastry recipe recently. I finally managed to make it during the cooking class this morning. Please, try some. Okay, do we get the recipe as well? Wow, it looks delicious. Thanks, Ayumi. Thanks. Mr. Gorou is out today because he's not feeling well. Some of the girls in my class made cookies for him. They're sad he isn't here. They want others to eat what they made. I feel the same way. Yeah, because it's like a confirmation that what you did was actually good, and if people enjoy it, it just makes you happy, doesn't it? Strange things keep happening. Heading into summer is an important time for every club to increase their preparations. I'd like to avoid adding unnecessary concerns for the students, but I'll just push them hard. I've got to put some spirit into it too. Heading into summer is an important time for every club. Hey, Saki seems more fired up than ever before. I've heard rumors, but I'm just going to do my best. I can at my job. Tell me if you need anything. The school store has your back. Oh yeah, that was off doing something in the club room. Tell me if you need anything. The school store has your back. Does that mean new stuff? No. It's still not bad. We've used the equipment for a really long time, but we've got better now. So many people at school. I can't believe the lake at the park froze. It's crazy, right? I practice around there sometimes, so I was really shocked. I was more afraid of the earthquake. It reminded me of that day my dad died. Takashi. I know everyone's uneasy from all the things that have been happening recently, but Takashi, you were picked to take part in that regional track race, weren't you? I'll be there too as part of the cheer squad. Let's both do our best. You're acting more and more like a cheer squad member. Thanks. Even after all this, I'll never get used to earthquakes. It really scared my mom and my brothers. I should probably go home early. That might be a wise thing, considering what happened to your dad. Oh, I think my sweet darling Mitsuki just left by the front entrance. It's probably student council business, but the people she's with are... Oh, there are so many things I don't know about my darling. I would love to get close to her somehow. Well, acquire a soul device, and I'm pretty sure you'll get closer. Oh, for my sweet Mr. Gorou to take the day off too. I'm sure it was him I saw at the park last night. The air around him felt really different when he had his glasses off. Like a teacher, but not. Oh, it's hard to explain. That person I found in the park last night. I wonder if it was actually Mr. Gorou. Oh, I don't know anymore. When I got home yesterday, the cats were really jittery. My parents said they started acting like that right before the earthquake. I heard animals can sense these sort of things. I wonder if that's true. I think it is true. I don't know why or how or the technical specification of it, but it is known that all different kinds of animals seems to react before earthquakes happen. Like they feel something different in their surroundings. Like an announcement of its coming. I think I'm going to stop being pretend delinquent. I'm going to aim higher, to what a real man is. Yep, Takata showed me what manliness is back when he saved me. I don't know what happened, but it looks like he's better now. We know what happened, we saw it, we just didn't keep it. A lot of people are feeling uneasy now that the lake is frozen over, but as long as I, the only aiming to be a real man, am here, they don't have to worry. Even if I have no idea what I'm going to do. Well, in all honesty, intent is a big part, and that's something he already has. Oh, a lot of strange things have been happening since this past spring, don't you think? For example, the underground gas leak incident occurred recently. I should go and prepare the health office just in case. The gas leak from earlier. No, wait. A lot of strange things happened before that too. I should go and prepare the health office just in case. Yeah. And I'm thinking this is something we're gonna see more and more the further we go, that more people are starting to pick up that something weird is coming. And hopefully they feel the need to prepare for it. We are gonna do our best to stop it. But there still might be things going to happen that we cannot prevent. Oh, lunch is almost over. I don't want to go to class though. Yeah, this here, the ability to take a nap during lunch at school. In my country, that's not a thing. I wish it was, but it totally isn't. Can you imagine that? Just being in classes all day and halfway through you just take a power nap from an hour before you continue. Crazy when you think about it. Oh, I heard the temperature in the area by the park dropped when the lake froze. It's too unusual for it to simply be a cold summer. Anyway, I need to make sure I don't get sick. A frozen lake in the summer. That's not normal, is it? Anyway, I need to make sure I don't get sick. That is so true. Alright, we're still at the second and third floor, but let's go to the cafeteria first. Oh, once summer hits, the volleyball club will hold a training camp. And we're going to sit and serve until our hands bleed. I hope you're prepared. Oh, having said that, do you think there's going to be like a sub-quest for the Nyar? No. I should always check it, just in case. Once summer hits, the volleyball club will hold a training camp. Oh, I'll try my best. No matter how tough it gets, as long as you're there, I'm sure I can push through it. I'd like to use more of the town in order to give the story a bit more scope, you know? We'll have to discuss which we should go for all the places we've used in the past. Yeah, and then we'll be able to get some mileage out of our connections too. Regarding Shizune's new script, I think making the story go this direction is gonna really work. Agreed. Let's go talk to her and see what she thinks. What happened at Memorial Park yesterday was like something out of a movie. I want to recreate that amazing feeling with my editing or with special effects. I'll do everything I can to make an even better film. What happened in the park yesterday was surprising, but it was such a thrill. I have to prepare for the next movie. I have Shizune's help with that. We're going to make this one blow all others out of the water. Yeah, it seems that several things happened in succession last night. That earthquake, yes, it was small, but you're always on guard living in Tokyo. It is a good idea to make sure you have food provisions prepared for when the time comes. Canned food can be quite delicious. I might eat them before I can store them. Oh, I really should spend some time cooking all the recipes we have. I haven't even done that in the slightest. Oh, Mr. Gorou's taking a day off today. I wonder if he caught a cold. It's difficult for bachelors to remember to eat right. He is so handsome. Do you know if he's seeing anyone? Mr. Gorou lives alone. It is hard to eat right when you're all by yourself. He's so handsome. Do you know if he's seeing anyone? Yeah, I don't know how he does it, but all the women in the school are having a thing for him. I'm a little antsy, so I decided to spar a bit with Mai. I think that strange freeze over of the lake is making me uneasy. Be careful, Sora. A lot of weird things are happening lately. You can go to the Mystery Explorers. Just don't get hurt before the summer competition. Shaki, alright, I'll be careful. A lot of weird things are happening lately. You guys should be careful. Strange things have been happening in the city. As part of the karate club, I should prepare myself for anything. Sora, Tokisaka, when the time comes, make sure you protect those weaker than you. That's the way of the martial artist. Yes, of course. I barely even know the basics, but I won't forget. Don't push yourself to the limit. Well, technically we should. Because if we do push ourselves to the limit, we'll get stronger and the fights will get easier. It looks like Mr. Gorou is out again today. Class was super boring last year, but Mr. Gorou incorporates a bunch of stuff into his lessons, so it's really interesting. I hope he gets better soon. Yeah, like I said before, I think all the females in the school are thinking that. I was wondering, couldn't they find out where he lives and just pay him a visit to pick him up, wish him he'd get better soon? Would be nice if they did. If they could maybe see how he really is. Oh, everyone's talking about the lake yesterday on Niar. It's like something straight out of a light novel or anime. I'd be happy if to let me go to the other way, into the 2D world. Oh, the newsflash we uploaded yesterday was super popular in Niar. Even people outside the school wanted to read it. I'm happy, but it's worrying. So much is going on and it's not really a good thing. What's happening in our city? Shopping Street, the incident at Horacho, the lake freezing over. So much is going on, it's kind of frightening. What's happening in our city? Well, I can't explain it. Reality is sure stranger than light novels and anime. I'd be happy if something like this would let me jump into the 2D world. No, this game is a lot of things, but I don't see it as an isekai. Man, crazy how the lake at the Memorial Park froze over yesterday. Yeah, everyone's talking about it. Since we're on the swim team, that kind of thing could have had a serious threat to us. Like, what if we're swimming in the pool and suddenly, BAM! Frozen! We'd be popsicles! I'm kind of scared to go in the pool now. I can have a bad feeling about this. Summer's the season for the swim club, but this just ruins the excitement. All of the swim classes are cancelled. There are some rumors going around about why. It sounds pretty scary. Yeah, when you think about it, it would be really scary. Can you imagine you being inside the pool and suddenly, all around you, the water starts to freeze towards you and you know you cannot escape? Yeah, it would be crazy. Rion, you're here at school today. Hi, Wookie, right? And Chizuru too. Hello. Wait, why are you with Kou? Oh, this and that. I'll leave it up to your imagination. Please don't leave it up to his imagination. It's a filthy place. Seriously. Oh, Ryota, it's nothing, really. So don't worry about it. I know. Oh yeah, Ibuki, you were at the concert the other day, right? You definitely were. I heard from the others that they were saved by a voice in the audience. And then I saw your face on the video recorder. I was so surprised. Haruna, Raika, Wakaba and Akira were all really grateful. As was I. Go, Shizuru, I can now die a happy man. Oh, don't be stupid. You idiot. The memories of Speak, I think I think it might be the best moment of my life. Oh, let's go before he starts asking more questions. Jeez, that dummy acting all excited right now. I'll leave the rest to you, Chizuru. Alright, but what in the world am I going to do with him? I'm sure you can think of something. Alright, last floor. It appears as though several students went to observe that park incident last night. I wish they'd keep their distance from such a place. There's possibly that they could get caught up in trouble, plus the media will be there. The school's reputation will be affected. It is better to be as discreet as possible. For Mr. Psyche to be absent from work several days in a row, strange things are afoot. Please take care of your health and be sure not to catch a cold. First the fire, the strange cutting incident, and then the lake freezing. There's a lot of weird stuff going on in this town, don't you think? I agree. As of now, nothing really affected the school. But I was thinking of taking some precautions to keep our students safe. I had a feeling you'd say that. I was just thinking that the discipline committee monitors and the kendo team could act as patrols. What do you think? I see. That is certainly an idea. Let me talk to the club about it. They seem pretty dependable. With such much weirdness, everyone is kinda worried, but they'd feel better with them around. Yeah, it would help us to focus on our investigation too. Munenori, I figured you'd say that, because it's you. I know your practices are ramping up, but please lend me your strength. It's for my juniors. It's my pleasure to lend them all my strength. Yeah, and he means that quite literally. Takamatsu Construction greatly contributes to the restoration of Morimiya. We install earthquake-proof equipment in every building we work on, but the earthquake yesterday provided data we can't make heads or tails of. It wasn't big, but still, it's rather unsettling. The phenomenon where time-space itself shakes, the holoquake. I guess regular earthquake prevention methods won't work. We need to stop it. Yeah, cause with a normal earthquake, the ground shakes. And I imagine with this, the entire atmosphere shakes. So, it's a whole different sensation. The earthquake yesterday wasn't big, but it made me uneasy. Everyone, be careful out there. And I think that's it. I think we've talked to everyone. I'm guessing it's time for us to head to our investigation location. Oh, we're going out in public. Alright, there we go. Rion, you're not Superman and Clark Kent. Glasses alone will not hide you. Are the glasses really necessary? At school everything's fine, but out in the city, things can be unpredictable, you know? After our anniversary concert, it seems like more paparazzi has been lurking around. The price of an idol stardom, huh? Anyway, let's go. Obtain Rion's uniform, casual clothes and disguise glasses. Mr. Gorou lives in the apartment across from that one karaoke place. Rion, you've seen him around here, right? Yeah, he mentioned he lived in the area when he was lecturing me about being out so late. After chewing me out, he wished me good luck, so he's a lot cooler than most teachers. Oh, let's just go. Looks like we should be prepared for anything. Entering the apartment building will progress the story. Yeah, so talk to everyone else in the area before doing so. It seems like starting tomorrow, we'll be opening for lunch just like Cafe Bar N. I guess the powers that be have decided to rebrand as a maid cafe. If it's during the day, even students will be allowed to come in. I hope you'll come and visit. Since we're changing to a cafe, I'll need to work on proper maid etiquette. I'm going to need to get some advice from some of the regulars. If you turn into a maid cafe, I'm pretty sure half of the school will want to come and check it out. Kasumi, one of our hostesses, has been down in the dumps recently. I've known her for a while. Usually she's a hard worker. I hope she's not going to quit. Well, there's only one way to find out. And wait and see. I got an email from Suzuna last night. That woman, I mean my mother, is coming into Morimiya to pay me a surprise visit. I told my mother that I worked in an office, so I couldn't meet her until later. But I work at night, so I have no idea what to do now. I know the inn is super busy, so why is she coming to see me now? Maybe she found out that I'm working as a hostess. In all honesty, this is the first time I'm actually realizing that she's the daughter and the one at the inn is the mother. Or the sisters. I'm really confused right now. And I'm pretty sure someone in the comments can tell me. Sisters. Yeah, I'm going with sisters for the time being. Mr. Gorou. Oh, the pretty boy teacher. When I talked to him last time, there didn't seem to be any trouble in brewing. Hama, have you seen Mr. Gorou since that one night? No, I haven't seen him since then. Oh. Do you think something happened to him? I don't know. If you see him, please drop me a line. Oh, sure. I don't really know what's going on, but if I do see your teacher, I'll call you. I know you guys are in a hurry, but still, watch out for accidents and stuff. That we'll definitely need to do. Alright. Wait.
最近なぜか子供の頃の夢をよく見るんだ。私たちって本当に昔からずっと一緒にいるよね。とにかく心配かけてごめんね。ゆっくり休んでいるから安心してね。
Yeah, it's a sign, isn't it, that there always will be together.
Elements going out of control. It's just like 10 years ago, and the three great forces moved to suppress it. It will quite the sight to see.
Do we see anything interesting? Got plenty of interesting stuff, but ooh. I'm just having a quick look through this. Alright, the Takana group we can never go into. A lot of people have been requesting me recently. I actually made the third most sales in the history of the club. All I remember about my customers though is that they made fun of my accent and name. I'm kinda conflicted, to be honest. Making it to the third place is like a dream come true, but at the same time I'm being kinda conflicted. Yeah, if you make a lot of money it's a good thing, but if it's because people are making fun of you, maybe not as nice. Ah, you're looking for the English teacher from Morimiya Academy. Yeah, I see him occasionally. Unfortunately for you, he hasn't put in an appearance around here lately. But I'm sure that teacher lives on in that building over on the other side. I've seen a teacher patrolling around here from time to time, but I haven't seen him around for a few days. This building has a nightclub? It's that one karaoke place. We don't need to go inside right now. Alright, one thing left. Tsubasa seems to be doing well at school recently. She loves games and comes here pretty often, so it's nice to see her smile again. Yeah, restoring her relationship with her father definitely helped. just came off the graveyard shift, but I can't say no to a game or two. I'm such an addict. Some of us truly are addicted to the game, aren't we? I'm not saying I am, I'm just saying most of us are. Alright, I think that's it. So let's head to Mr. Gorou's apartment. And I'm very curious if we're allowed to go inside his apartment, because I wouldn't mind seeing how he lives, if we get hints from that. This is where Mr. Gorou lives. What do you want to do? Visit him right now? Entering the apartment building will progress the story. Let's progress. Door's locked. Excuse me, is anyone home? No one's home. He's not here. What should we do now? Hiraki could open the lock with no problems. Asuka can do that? She can do pretty much anything. Well, we'll be breaking and entering. It is an emergency, so let's give her a call. The Takahana group. If anyone else can break into an apartment, I am pretty sure they can. Oh, you're from the Takahana group. What are you doing here? That sounds ominous. Receive the key from Goto. Is this for this apartment building? Ah, skeleton key. Thank you. Yeah. Considering what we've seen so far in the game, I'm sure he's right. That was scary. Him talking about people surviving hell really didn't help much. Okay, let's see if the key works. Is the apartment gonna be... Yeah. I was just about to say, it's gonna be barren, isn't it? As efficient as possible. Excuse us. Whoa, talk about bleak. Considering how he dresses, I thought this place would be more decorated. I feel bad doing this, but let's start looking. The only thing I can say is, look at the size of this place. It is bigger than my actual apartment. That's crazy. Let's see what's in the fridge. Oh, nothing. It's totally empty. Coincidence? Could he have been planning on disappearing from the start? The sink is spotless. I can't tell if he ever cooked here. He did talk about being a working student in the past, so I assume he cooked a little. Or was that a lie too? Who knows? Maybe this is just like a fallout base that he only comes to every once in a while, and eating and working, all that stuff he does outside of this place. Ooh, a picture. And now for the computer. A reset screen. Did he do a clean install on this? Does it mean it's been reformatted? I guess there's no point looking at it then. Only if we had Yuki with us, I'm assuming. The computer has been reformatted. Hey, looks like there is something stuck between the pages of that book. Really? Let me see. It looks like a map of Morimiya. Shopping Street, Horacho, Memorial Park have all been circled. Those match up with the spots where the elements went out of control. This can't be a coincidence. Hey, there's something on the other side. What is it? Set distance from point Q. No changes for awakening phase. Point Q and awakening phase? What does it mean? I don't know. They seem like code for something. Looks like an important clue to me. Want me to take a picture with my sci phone? Yeah, take one of each side, please. And send it around the group. And of course, the other big important one is gonna be that picture. This photo. Oh, she's pretty. Girlfriend, maybe? But it seems kinda old. Yeah, they barely look older than us in this picture.
遠距離恋愛中にはなるが、ま、付き合いは結構長いぞ。
Cool. You notice something? No, it's nothing. Anyway, let's I'll take a picture of it with my sci phone. It might hold some clues. Yeah. Could it be that it was his girlfriend, but she died maybe 10 years ago during the event? And now he's doing what he's doing because of what happened in the past? Maybe. That seems to be it. It's a big apartment, but he sure doesn't own much. This place barely feels lived in. Yeah, it doesn't feel like this place has any soul. Anyway, I'm wondering about the code on the back of the map. Let's see what the other members think. Alright, back to school. I contacted the rest of the XRC, and we all gathered at Yuki's to look over the clues we found. Ah, yeah, this might be a better place, because he has the computing power to look up anything. There's something about this note on the map that I can't let go of. The distance from point Q remains the same, no change during the awakened phase. Well, it's obvious that they have some kind of objective or goal. This point Q must be the place where whatever they have planned is going to happen. At the very least, it'll give a place to start looking. Maybe. And about this awakened phase thing, we're not sure if it's a breed of Twilight actually exists though. At the very least, it sounds like there's something Cthulhu-like slumbering in the deep. Yes, it's kinda creepy. It's like there's some grand plan unfolding right under our noses, but we know nothing about it. So what should we do now? Well, point Q seems the thing we should be focusing on, but I doubt we're stupid enough to write down an exact location. But I think we have all the hints we need to figure things out. That's your professional opinion, I take it? Point Q. Can we really figure out where or what it is? What would help us find point Q? You can choose up to 2 options. The distance is fixed, that's definitely it, cause to be honest, I think that the point Q will be the station, and the 2 other places will be the building at the bottom right and Across Tower, because that will make the points for all the elements to come together, and equally distant to each other. So yeah, distance is fixed. The term awakened phase, that doesn't tell us anything. The circles on the map? They definitely do. Tokisaka, something come to you? Yeah, maybe. I think the check mark on the map and the distance from point Q remains the same. Might be key. It's all referring to the incidents that had to do with the different attributes, right? It says that the distance from point Q remains the same, meaning that once we find out what is always the same from point Q, the rest should fall in place. Oh, you might be right. I see. That's a rather astute observation. Well, there's only 3 real locations marked here. Well, if we measure out a point that's equidistant from these places, we'll be able to narrow things down. Yeah, and the location that is most likely to be it is... Choose the location of point Q. I think at this point is the station, but if the next one is Akros Tower and this one, it could also be the school itself, which would be a hint on why Miss Gorou is a teacher at the high school. But this feels better because it's like in the middle of the 3 locations. And I feel like if we pick this one, then this one down here would be further away from the rest of it. I'm going with the station. Here, the place in the center of all 3 locations, the station square. If we assume that the breed of Dusk is lurking somewhere in this area, and the surrounding areas were affected by the elemental rampage, then it will make the perfect sense. Oh, there's no mistaking it then. Yep, I think we hit the jackpot. But where in the station would we find the cause? Yeah, the station is a big place, and there are always a lot of people around. Maybe it's underground? Underground? Oh, there were plans to build a subway in Morimiya City, but the Tema monorail project kicked off not long after, so the subway kind of fell by the wayside. But I heard there are still a few tunnels left over from the construction under Station Square. Is that so? Well, I remember hearing rumors about that when I was a kid. The 2 attributes we haven't seen yet are Steel and Shadow, and there's an obvious connection between Steel and Earth, so that might be as good a place as any to begin investigating any elemental rampages. Then it's settled. Let's all head towards the station square. Oh, looks like we hit pay dirt. Oh, that's right. You were trying to track down the woman in the picture. Good job, you. Oh, never call me that again. Anyway, let's see what I found. Name, Futaba Ishonose. Died March 15, 2005. Age 18 years. The date. It's from that day, 10 years ago. You're right. Long distance relationship. Ah, so that's what it was. Once we're ready, let's head out to Morimiya Station. I think Mr. Seiki is planning on doing the same, but even he doesn't know what's waiting for us. Yeah, we better stay on our toes. We should take the time to beef up our soul devices and other stuff, just in case. Yeah, if we're missing anything, we should probably go buy them. In any case, this is the point of no return. Exactly. It's up to us to keep a second Tokyo Twilight disaster from happening. Alright, let's get going. All of the XRC members have gathered together. All of the areas in the city except Morimiya Academy have been unlocked. Then why can't we go to the school? That's gotta mean something, right? I don't know yet, but I'm pretty sure we'll find out. Okay, so every area is selectable. So we have to go to every location before heading to Station Square. And of course we're gonna check all the stores as well. And the other thing that I'm noticing is that Kou's room is not an option here. So our group is too big for him to go home. That's a nice way to look at it. Let me check one other thing out. Because we still had one item we want to give. And they did say that the entire group is together right now. Hey, pretty sweet. But why are you giving it to me? It just kind of caught my eye while I was out. And I thought it would be perfect for you. You had my back throughout all of the madness. So I thought I should get you something to thank you. I should be doing the same for you. Anyway, I'm not going to turn it down, thanks. Okay, every little bit of extra helps, definitely. Alright, everything has been used. Perfect, and we got a lot of message cards at the moment. Perfect. Alright, so from the next episode onwards, we're gonna explore everything, talk to everyone everywhere, see if we can find some upgrades for our equipment, maybe upgrade some of the elements we have, even though I think unless we unlock another slot on our devices, we already maxed out all the elements that we have in there, so I think that would be more than fine. We also gotta check if our healing stock is up to snuff, heavy enough healing materials to push our way through anything that's going to be thrown at us. Because yes, lately we've been doing pretty well with the fighting, but it doesn't mean we need to slack on our backups. So making sure we have enough healing items just gives us that easy feeling getting into those new dungeons. Because when we go to Station Square, I am relatively certain we're going to go into like a very big dungeon once again. That's why they're saying it's a point of no return. And what's happening at the end of it is going to be so important. Yeah, it's going to reveal a lot of things. Probably whether we fail or succeed. We'll have to see what happens there, but that's going to be on the next episode. So, till then, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time as we explore the town in preparation of presumably a very big dungeon and maybe a few answers. See you then. Bye bye.